What happens when a troublemaking alien gets a taste of his own medicine? Today, we're diving into the most satisfying moments where Roger, the lovable yet chaotic alien from American Dad, finally faces the consequences of his wild antics. Roger, with his unpredictable schemes, never fails to stir up drama and hilarity for the Smith family. But what about those times when his mischief backfires? How does this alien mastermind handle being on the receiving end of karma? From crazy space adventures to his over-the-top disguises, the results are often as outrageous as the antics themselves. Ready to uncover Roger's most epic downfalls? Keep watching as we explore his funniest and most well-deserved punishments. Number 10. Trapped in the sun's orbit. In this wild adventure, Roger tries to show off his space-driving skills by taking the Smith family on a journey through space.
In space is way harder than driving on land. Up here, even the slightest mistake will get us all killed. So if I can do this, you'll have no choice but to trust me behind the wheel of a car.
That's your plan to get us to trust you?
But as it turns out, driving in space is a lot more dangerous than on Earth, and one mistake could be deadly. Things get even crazier when a future version of Roger shows up, warning the family that Roger's bad driving will get them all killed. However, future Roger has lost his mind and wants to crash their spaceship into the sun. In the end, present-day Roger outsmarts his future self by tricking him into cutting off his own hands to change the past. As a result, future Roger is thrown into the sun and stuck in its orbit, unable to escape. It's a fitting and satisfying cosmic punishment, showing that Roger's antics can come back to haunt him in unexpected ways. Number 9. Losing his clown. Teaching license. Roger's wild side gigs always bring chaos, and his stint as a clown school teacher is no exception.
I'm a little confused because you said here on your application you wanted to be a clown.
More than anything.
His over-the-top and often mean-spirited teaching methods push his student, Steve, to report him to the North American Federation of Clowning Academics. While Steve exaggerates a bit, the damage is already done, and Roger loses his teaching license. But what really makes this moment satisfying is the hilarious twist at the end. Years later, Roger tries to get revenge on an adult Steve by crawling through a sewer. However, karma catches up to him when he gets stuck in the same tiny car he once forced Steve to squeeze into during his clown training. It's a funny and fitting payback for all the trouble Roger caused in his brief, disastrous career as a clown instructor. Number 8. Kicked by horse Stan. Roger's schemes often spiral out of control, and his racehorse scam is no exception.
Stan, you have to buy this horse. It's a guaranteed winner.
What? That horse is a joke!
Look, I've been holding it back with tranquilizers so it loses and the odds go way up. Then at next week's Langley Derby, I'll let it run to its full potential and we'll make a fortune!
He convinces Stan to invest in a racehorse, but things quickly unravel when Roger's attempt to rig the race fails. Trying to cover his tracks, Roger thinks he's in the clear, until Stan discovers the truth. Furious, Stan uses CIA technology to swap his mind with the horses, setting the stage for some sweet revenge. Now in the horse's body, Stan delivers a swift kick to Roger's face, making the moment even more satisfying. Earlier, Roger had tricked Stan into giving the horse a full release, adding insult to injury. This time, though, Roger doesn't escape unscathed and is left with a hoof-shaped reminder that his tricks don't always pay off, especially when Stan's involved. Number 7. Roasted by his family. For his 161st birthday, Roger asks the Smith family to give him a celebrity-style roast.
Do you even know what a roast is?
Of course I do. I was a member of the Friars Club in the 60s.
What starts as a fun event quickly turns into a brutal takedown, as the family ruthlessly calls out Roger's reckless actions, selfish behavior, and poor financial decisions. Though Roger laughs at first, it soon becomes clear he's been crying behind his oversized sunglasses. The roast hits him harder than expected, but instead of reflecting on their words, Roger's reaction is pure chaos. He spends the rest of the episode plotting to kill his family for what they said. Despite his over-the-top revenge attempts, by the end, Roger learns, somewhat, that maybe he shouldn't take himself too seriously. Even though he still has a long way to go, this moment is a reminder that Roger's fragile ego often gets the better of him. Number 6. Shot by Jeff. Roger has been tormenting Jeff, Haley's kind-hearted husband, for years.
Hey, babe, let's go try that weird skiing that's like this.
Remind me to never take this hat off. I got everything held together up there with a chip clip.
From revealing his true alien identity to playing cruel pranks, Roger never seems to let up. One day, after Roger continuously mugs Jeff while pretending to be a burglar, Jeff finally reaches his breaking point. In a moment that shocks everyone, Jeff pulls out a gun and shoots Roger multiple times. Though Roger survives, this scene marks a rare instance where someone finally stands up to Roger's relentless bullying. For Jeff, it's a powerful moment of reclaiming his dignity, showing that even the nicest person has limits. For the audience, it's a satisfying payback for all the years of abuse Roger has put him through. It's a well-deserved reminder that Roger's actions have real consequences, even if he usually escapes them. Number 5. Thrown off a cliff. Roger and Francine team up for a dance competition.
Hey!
Oh my god, you bitch. Why did you drop me? I can't breathe.
But things quickly go wrong when Roger's selfish attitude takes over. As they prepare for the event, Roger decides to make a detour during their road trip to attend a funeral, leaving Francine frustrated. Things only get worse when she discovers Roger is stealing the deceased's hair to make a wig, pushing her patience to the limit. Fed up, Francine tricks Roger into dancing dangerously close to a cliff and, in a satisfying moment, tosses him off the edge. As he falls, Roger smugly reminds her that he has the car keys, getting the last word. Still, Francine's clever move feels like a small but satisfying victory over Roger's manipulative ways, showing that even he can't always win. Number 4. Mission on Earth exposed. Roger's true purpose on Earth comes to light when Stan confronts him about his arrogant attitude.
Sent here on a top-secret mission to decide if the people of Earth should live or die. And what you just said there, you crossed the line, buddy. I've decided.
Roger confidently claims he was sent on a mission to decide if Earth should be saved or destroyed. Curious, Stan takes Roger to his crashed spaceship to learn more. However, they discover the truth. Roger was actually a crash test dummy and wasn't even supposed to survive the crash. This shocking revelation sends Roger spiraling into an existential crisis. It's both funny and humbling to watch the usually cocky alien brought down to Earth. Literally. Stan's amusement at Roger's misery only adds to the satisfaction, as Roger's inflated ego is completely deflated. Number 3. Losing his friendship necklace. Roger's friendship with Stan is seriously tested during a trip to wine country when Roger and Francine share a drunken kiss.
Roger!
What?
God! Why did you do that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean, I'm sorry. I'm drunk.
When Stan learns about the kiss, he's furious and even considers divorce. In a panic, Roger tries to cover up the mess by burying Francine in a vineyard. But Stan finds out everything, digs Francine out, and gives Roger a well-deserved beating. To top it off, Stan takes back the friendship necklace they once shared. Watching Roger's desperation and the loss of the necklace makes this moment particularly satisfying. Despite Roger's countless misdeeds, crossing this line prompts a fitting reaction from Stan, making it a moment of true justice. Number 2. Shattering for world peace. In the 300th episode of American Dad,
Look! Behind this bush, there's a turd made of solid gold.
And it's studded with diamonds and gems.
Roger's endless selfishness finally leads to him being kicked out of the Smith household. Meanwhile, a religious council discovers that a golden turd Roger created in the first season has the power to corrupt people. To restore world peace, they decide to return the turd to its source, Roger himself. In a grotesque yet fitting twist, Roger is broken into 300 pieces, representing the chaos he brings into everyone's lives. Though he's eventually put back together, this dramatic moment highlights the widespread havoc Roger causes and how his actions have far-reaching consequences. Even when Roger tries to make things right, his selfishness always seems to catch up with him. Number 1. Forced to be nice. At the top of our list, we have a memorable episode where Roger's actions really test Francine's patience.
If you want to see Roger again,
bring $1,000 to the abandoned ice factory in Lanston by 6 p.m.
or we cut him in half.
After Roger stages his own kidnapping to make Stan appreciate him more, Francine demands that Roger be nicer or face being kicked out of the family. Roger agrees, but trying to be kind takes a toll on him, both physically and emotionally. It's soon revealed that Roger needs to let go of his toxic behavior to stay healthy. Francine eventually allows him to return to his old ways, but this experience teaches Roger a valuable lesson about balance. Despite his return to meanness, the episode makes it clear that Roger's constant bad behavior has real consequences, even for him. Roger the alien may be the king of chaos, but even he can't escape the hilarious consequences of his wild actions. From getting kicked by a horse to being shot by Jeff or tossed off a cliff, the payback is always satisfying and never fails to make us laugh. Do you think Roger will ever truly learn his lesson? Or is his mischief just too much a part of who he is? Let us know your favorite Roger moments in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more fun and laughter.